Hey there, breakups suck, right? They hit hard and sometimes feel like they're never ending. But here's the thing, there are mistakes you might be making right now that are making the pain so much worse. Whether it's contacting your ex, jumping into a rebound relationship, or stalking their social media, these behaviors can seriously drag out the heartache. But what if I told you there's a better way to handle this? In today's video, we're diving deep into the mistakes that can make a breakup feel even worse and what to do instead. So stick around, because by the end, you'll have the tools to heal faster and avoid unnecessary pain. Let's get right into it. Mistake number 1, actively seeking out your ex. Listen, I get it. After a breakup, the sense of loss is overwhelming. You might feel like you're floating in a void and the only person who can fix it is them. It's tempting to reach out, maybe just to hear their voice, or slip into a conversation because it's familiar. But guess what? That impulse to reconnect is only keeping you stuck in the pain. Jennifer B. Rhodes, a psychologist, says this is one of the biggest mistakes people make. When you're hurt, you react impulsively. You want comfort, and your ex feels like comfort, right? But each time you contact them, you're just reopening the wound. What should you do instead? Go cold turkey. Cut the contact, even if it feels impossible. Give yourself space to actually process what happened and begin to heal. Next up, not doing no contact. Speaking of space, one of the most crucial steps after a breakup is going no contact. You need to draw a line in the sand and stick to it. Continuing to chat or meet up makes it impossible to heal. Every time you see them or talk to them, you're resetting the clock on your recovery. It's like trying to heal a wound, but scratching at the scab constantly. What should you do instead? Establish firm boundaries. Let them know you need space. Block their number if you have to, and definitely avoid their social media. Which brings us to the next mistake. Mistake number 3, stalking their social media. Be honest. How many times have you found yourself scrolling through their Instagram, Facebook, whatever, just to see what they're up to? Maybe you're hoping they're miserable without you. Or worse, you see them out having the time of their life. Either way, it's self-sabotage. Checking their social feeds isn't going to make you feel better. It's just going to twist the knife. So what do you do instead? Mute, unfollow, or block them. The less you see of their life, the easier it will be to focus on your own. Let's talk about getting back out there too soon. Look, I know the temptation to jump right back into dating is real. You're hurt, you want to prove you're still desirable, and a match on Tinder can give you that quick dopamine hit. But here's the harsh truth. Rebounding too fast is a disaster waiting to happen. Dating coach Erica Eden warns that rushing into a new relationship just to boost your self-esteem will only lead to comparisons with your ex, unresolved emotional baggage, and a bigger mess than before. What should you do instead? Focus on yourself. Take time to heal. Rediscover who you are outside of that relationship, and only jump back into dating when you're ready to connect with someone new, not just to distract yourself. Another common trap, comparing your breakup to others. It's easy to look around and think, why does everyone else seem fine after their breakups? Why am I struggling so much? But here's the thing, you don't know what's really going on in other people's lives. Everyone experiences heartbreak differently, and comparing your pain to someone else's is just going to make you feel worse. What should you do instead? Accept that your healing process is your own. There's no timeline for getting over someone, so don't rush yourself just because someone else seems fine. Mistake number 5, asking too many people for advice. Look, having a support system is important after a breakup, but there's a fine line between getting support and drowning in everyone's opinions. You ask 10 people what to do, you're going to get 10 different answers. All that advice, it's just going to overwhelm you. What should you do instead? Limit the number of people you go to for advice. Stick to a few trusted friends, or better yet, a therapist. You don't need 100 opinions. You need time to reflect on how you're feeling and what you need. Mistake number 6, minimizing the breakup. This is a big one. Sometimes we try to downplay the breakup like it wasn't a big deal. I'm fine, it's not that bad. Sound familiar? But bottling up your emotions only prolongs the healing process. You can't ignore the hurt and expect it to go away. What should you do instead? Face your feelings head on. Talk to someone about what you're going through, journal, or just allow yourself to grieve. The more you process your emotions, the quicker you'll heal. Next mistake, overthinking. Breakups trigger this endless loop of what ifs and should haves. You end up stuck in your head, replaying every argument, every moment, thinking you could have done something different. But overthinking? It's an emotional trap. What should you do instead? When you catch yourself spiraling, try grounding yourself in the present. Focus on things you can control, taking care of yourself or setting small goals that help you move forward. Another mistake? Drinking too much and eating badly. Breakups and comfort food go hand in hand, right? You drown your sorrows in pizza and wine, but after a few days, you just feel worse. Unhealthy coping mechanisms only make the breakup feel heavier. What should you do instead? Focus on self-care. Eat foods that nourish you, stay hydrated, and get moving. Exercise is one of the best ways to boost your mood and keep your mind off the breakup. Finally, let's talk about comparing new people to your ex. When you start dating again, it's tempting to compare every new person to your ex, but this only sets you up for disappointment. No one is going to match up perfectly because they're not your ex, and that's a good thing. What should you do instead? Embrace the newness of each connection. Allow yourself to experience them for who they are without comparing them to the past. This is the best way to truly move on and build something new and healthy. So, there you have it. 12 mistakes that can make a breakup feel so much worse and what you can do instead. I know that breakups can feel like you're walking through an emotional storm, but avoiding these common traps can help you find your way out faster and with a lot more clarity. Healing isn't a straight line, and it's not easy, but each step forward is progress. Trust me, by letting go of these habits, you're giving yourself the best shot at moving on in a much healthier way. Before you go, if you're going through a breakup right now, just remember, healing is a journey, and it's totally okay to take your time. There's no rush. Every day, you're getting closer to feeling whole again, and you're stronger than you think. So stay strong, stay focused on yourself, and don't be afraid to lean on your support system. You've got this, and you're not alone. If anything in this video resonated with you, don't hesitate to hit that like button and subscribe for more relationship advice. I put out videos throughout the week designed to help you navigate love, heartbreak, and everything in between. Plus, when you subscribe, you're joining a community of people who are all on the same journey, learning, growing, and healing together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.